Hey guys, Frightener22 here. Merry Christmas, and welcome back to another DVD update. I'm going to show you guys all the DVDs and Blu Rays I've gotten in the last 2 to 3 weeks, so let's get this going because I got shit to do. The first one I got was G.I. Joe on Blu Ray. You guys can see my review of it in the At the Movies section on my playlist. So if you guys have seen that, then you already know what a kick-ass, balls-to-the-wall, incredibly fucking awesome movie this is. Now it's just your job to go out and get it on DVD or Blu Ray, preferably Blu Ray. Yeah, this movie was just really awesome. It was the movie that Transformers 2 really wanted to be, but failed incredibly, so absolutely check this out. It totally kicks ass. The next one I got is another Blu-ray from another kick-ass movie from the summer, which was one of my favorites, and that's Star Trek. Never was a Star Trek fan until I saw this movie, so now I'm kind of jonesing to see the original Star Trek series, but this movie was awesome. J.J. Abrams kickstarted the franchise. He directed Mission Impossible 3, and he's, the creative genius behind Lost and stuff, so he did a really phenomenal job with Star Trek. I hope that they start work on the sequel immediately, because I'm totally jonesing to see what the next installment brings. Next one is another Blu-ray, and it is, of course, another one of my favorite films from the summer, and that's mainly because Johnny Depp's in it, and Johnny Depp does no wrong in my eyes, as many of you guys know. This was a Michael Mann film. Michael Mann gave you such kick-ass films as Heat, Collateral, Miami Vice, all that good shit, and this has, the awesome Christian Bale and Marion Cotillard, although I'm not incredibly sure if Christian Bale was bitching out director of photographies on this set. I do know that he did a really good job in this, but Johnny Depp just completely stole the show as the notorious gangster John Dillinger, so I highly, highly recommend all you guys check this one out. This one goes up on the top of the list for classic gangster films, just really, really solid stuff. The next one I got was at Walmart for $12, so I figured this was probably the best opportunity to stock up on this trilogy. So that is the X-Men trilogy. It comes with obviously all 3 of the films, and I had the first one originally, but I never got around to buying the second and third one, so for $12 I really couldn't beat that price. I'm not entirely sure if the sale is still going on, but they had a bunch of trilogy sets, such as Spider-Man, The Matrix, The Godfather, all on sale for $12, so at that point, when I saw this one on the shelf, this was the first one that I thought was worth buying, so $12. The next one I got was one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations on Blu-ray. It just came out, and that is Cujo. I got this at Best Buy for $12.99. I believe the sale is still going on, and I haven't watched it yet on Blu-ray. I know it's a great film. I love it, but from what I understand, the picture and especially the sound quality is really stunning on this, so I would definitely recommend everybody check this one out. If you haven't, especially if you're a fan of D. Wallace Stone and Stephen King, because those two combinations kick ass if you're not a moron. Moving on, this was a film that one of my buddies gave me, and it's from the Warner Brothers Archive collection. They've been doing a lot of films on DVD-R, so this was one that he had gotten a double order of, and it's Yogi's First Christmas. I had never seen this, but considering, the time of the year, I figured this was the perfect time to get hooked up with this, and I checked it out. A lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, so especially if you have little bastards running around your house that need a little Christmas fix, this is definitely a good way to do it. The quality is really good on it for it being a DVD-R, so absolutely check this out. It's like $15 on their website. Don't be cheap. The next one is a Blu-ray of Terminator Salvation, the director's cut. This film was decent. I didn't over-the-top love it, and I didn't incredibly hate it. It was just kind of meh. But this is the director's cut, and my buddy actually told me that the director's cut played actually a lot better than the original screening in theaters, so I'm definitely going to be looking forward to checking out that cut of the film. And that was $20 at Best Buy. Next one I got was another kick-ass film from the summer, one of my favorites, and that is, of course, Quentin Tarantino's Inglorious Basterds, starring Brad Pitt. And this film was just really, really awesome. I mean, after months of it sinking in and stuff, I think this is probably, without a doubt, the best film that Quentin's done since 1994 and Pulp Fiction. I'm still kind of in limbo as to whether it is his best film, but at this point I think it's pretty damn close to say that it just might be. Awesome, awesome film. I definitely check this out. I got this at Best Buy, so make sure when you guys go to Best Buy, you're checking out the stickers, because there's ones that don't have the sticker and others that do. So make sure you get the sticker that says that it comes with the Best Buy exclusive bonus disc that comes with an exclusive interview of Quentin Tarantino. It's like an hour-long interview, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that one. Moving on, there was a sale at Best Buy for like $5, so I picked up a film that I always liked a lot, and it was always like a tearjerker for me, even though I had absolutely no fucking love for sports whatsoever, but I always loved this film. It's the Sean Astin starring Rudy. For $5, I figured this was the best time to finally pick this one up. Awesome performances, awesome story. I hope I cry the next time that I see it. It's such a good film. Definitely recommend this one, whether you're a sports fan or not. It's just great storytelling. The next one I got is another phenomenal Stephen King adaptation, one of the best, and it was $5, but what was $5 was the single disc edition. I brought up the 2-disc special edition, which was listed at $22, and they really shouldn't have given me this for $5, but they didn't really realize it, which was just kind of to my benefit. So this is the Shawshank Redemption, starring Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins. This is incredible. If you guys haven't seen it, that really sucks, because your life just isn't complete until you see this film. It's always hailed as one of the best films ever made. It's really, slipping into a lot of people's top 10 best films ever made, and it's kind of easy to say why. I'm not going to sit here and say whether it is or not, but I can certainly see why. It's phenomenal, incredible performances, engaging direction, solid screenplay, everything is there, all the ingredients, so absolutely check this one out. The next one I got was probably the greatest of the lot, and the reason being so is because I've been wanting this fucking movie for like a year and a half, but ever since 2005, it's been out of print, and luckily, I have a girlfriend who's off camera right over here, but you can't see her because she's being shy, but she got me this for Christmas, and that is one of my favorite films of all time, and I never got it, so she got me a brand new factory sealed copy of Rock and Roll High School, the Rock On edition. I fucking love this movie. There's nothing wrong with this movie. It is awesome. You have Ramones, you have PJ Souls, you have hot chicks, rock and roll, hijinks, everything. There's everything that you could possibly want out of a high school 70s film, and I'm already kind of spilling the beans on this one, but this will certainly be the next Saturday night movie drive-in review. I don't want to put a date on it because I don't know when I'm going to shoot it and when it's going to go live, but let it all be known that this will be the next review on Saturday Night Movie Drive, and cannot wait to review this film. It's so fucking good. Get it on Netflix, do whatever you can to see it if you haven't already. And the next two I got were blatant blind buys that I've been curious about seeing. This is Paper Heart, starring Michael Cera and his ex-girlfriend Charlene Yee. It was pretty cool. I mean, it started off pretty unique and engaging, but by the end, it just kind of lost its focus. It didn't really know what it wanted to be, but it still, was a pretty decent experiment as to what they were trying to do. So, not bad. The next one I got was the last one, actually, was a film that I was curious about since the summer, but I missed it, so I did a blind buy on it, and that is 500 Days of Summer. This was pretty cool. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zoe Deschanel, they were pretty good. Joseph Gordon-Levitt really stole the show on this. Zoe Deschanel is a huge fucking bitch in this. I kind of hated her character, but I mean, I guess if that was the point, then she did a really good job, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt definitely stole the show in this one. There's a lot of funny humor in it, a really, really boss soundtrack, I have to give it that, and there's a really awesome, out-of-the-blue, nowhere dance number that Joseph Gordon-Levitt does to Hall & Oates' You Make My Dreams Come True, so for that scene alone, this film is probably worth checking out. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's definitely a good way to kill 90 minutes, so give it a whirl if you're not too bored. Well, that concludes my Christmas edition of my DVD update. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and as a reminder again, the next Saturday Night Movie Drive-In review will be of 1979's Rock and Roll High School, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. This is Frightener22.